due to infrastructure issues. Morris expressed disappointment with ongoing problems like rat infestation and mold buildup.
And something as treating with mold and rat infestation has been left unresolved to the point that is now creating learning loss for our young students in a school where students would have already had to revert to online for an entire term.
Minority Leader Morris questioned the THA's care and concern regarding the issues affecting the school population. These recurring disruptions have raised questions about the overall state of the school infrastructure and the effectiveness of repair efforts.
Very early in this new term, we have our students, teachers having to walk off because they are frustrated. They cannot work in that kind of environment because at the end of the day, it's people's health, and even the children's health is at risk.
Morris accused the Secretary of Education, Research and Technology, Zorisha Hackett, of not being accountable to the public.
And you see, one of the challenges I have with this administration, especially this division and its secretary, is that she seems to take absolutely no responsibility for the level of incompetence that seems to be prevalent in that division.
Meanwhile, Tutor Tobago officer Braden Roberts commented on the situation, noting that it involves unresolved issues from the previous term spilling over into the current term, creating a twofold challenge. Although the division is aware of the issues and officials from OSHA and Health have visited the school, Roberts expressed disappointment that the term is starting with the struggles to maintain educational continuity at the school. Meanwhile, Morris pointed out that the school repairs are not limited to one school. Many others, including Scarborough Secondary and Light and Life, are also dealing with repair issues despite a year-long effort to address lingering problems. Tuesday's shutdown should serve as a reminder of the persistent difficulties educational institutions face in ensuring and securing a suitable environment for students and staff. Bianna Brebner, Tobago Updates Television News.
In response to the issues at St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School, Supervisor 2 Philip Rochford explained that they are being addressed. Ariana Scipio has the details.
Philip Rochford explained that St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School has been grappling with a long-standing issue of rodents. This situation led to the staff to collectively sign a refusal to work form falling under the Health and Safety Organization Act.
The Division of Education would have responded, and in fact, prior to the staff engaging in that activity, the division continually attempted to treat with the challenges identified.
Along with rodent problems, Rochford noted there were plumbing and lighting issues, all of which have now been addressed with the assistance of E. Idecott and the Public Health Department.
The division would have engaged the services of E. Idecott, and the process of repairing those issues that would have been identified is ongoing.
Due to these issues affecting the school's reopening, concerns were raised about their impact on the school's schedule and syllabus. Rochford assured that the teachers at the school would address any time lost, particularly with the aid of online schooling, which was widely utilized during the pandemic.
I do believe, fortunately for us at St. Andrews, they would have a system, an online system in place that following the pandemic, they did not just go back into face-to-face only.
The school supervisor too provided assurance that the division would continue to collaborate with the school's administration, including tutor, to minimize future disruptions and ensure the school's reopening on Monday. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Stay with us. More news after the break.
Won't somebody just scream, revive us!
Glow Nation on Saturday, 16th September. Experience a revival featuring Grammy Award winner Ty Tribbett and his full band. Glow Fest, all at Sure Park Complex, Tobago, alongside Ezekiel, Chantel Lindsay, Gates Praise, Mark Isaacs, and Blessed Messenger. Showtime 6 p.m. Doors open at 5 p.m. Early bird tickets $200. Group of 10 pay $250 each. General admission $300. At the door $350. Children under 10 free. Tickets available at Sure Park Complex box office. Dominion Appliances, Scipio Trace Canby, Pablo's Supermarket Argyle, Diesel's Tile and Ceiling Center, Bon Accord, Isaac 98.1 FM, Port of Spain, Ario Auto El Socorro, Evansa Jewelers Chaguanas, and online at tovatickets.com. For more info, follow Glow Entertainment TT on Facebook and Instagram. On Saturday, 16th September, Sure Park Complex, Tobago. The revival is coming. A praise and worship encounter. Experience the worship. Experience the praise. Glow Fest.
Mount Pleasant Credit Union Back to School Loan Promotion. Loans up to 15,000. Requirements: job letter and a payslip no more than 1 month old. Utility bill, copy of book list, salary deduction, 10% down payment for self-employed persons, evidence of income and expenditure, bank statement, 12 to 18 months, other supporting document. Promotion ends October 18. Contact us at 639-8375 or 8108 or check us out on www.mpcutobago.com or email us at loan@mpcutobago.com. Mount Pleasant Credit Union's Back to School Loan Promotion.
So your car break down.
Oh, no, not again.
And you're worried paying a wrecker could mean a pocket breakdown too. But when you're insured with Tatil, no stress.
Yes!
A Tatil motor policy has lots of benefits that protect your pocket, like free roadside assistance. That's free 24/7 every time, as many times as you need. Tatil, where people are people. A member of the Ansa McCall Group.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates Television News. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine is not concerned with the feelings of Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley. He addressed the media during the opening of the Financial Services Ombudsman Office. The Prime Minister, during a press conference yesterday, mentioned that he was still affected by Augustine's allegations. In July, the Chief Secretary convened a special sitting in the House, making allegations of a conspiracy to undermine his administration involving the Prime Minister, Commissioner of Police, and several others.
I have a little daughter, I care about her feelings. I have a wife, I care about her feelings. I have a resident population in Tobago of close to 65,000, I care about their feelings. But I really don't have time to sit and care about the feelings of a big man.
Dr. Rowley stated that the allegations had significant international implications and that he is contemplating legal action against Augustine. However, the Chief Secretary clarified that he will continue to collaborate with the central government when required.
I am confident in the truth that I have told, and he's free to feel what he feels, but certainly feelings will not get in the way of me doing Tobago's people's business. Notwithstanding the challenges we face with the central government, I did not turn around and say, I am not going to facilitate this because of Central Bank. I did not turn around and say, I'm not going to meet with ministers. In fact,
meanwhile, nearly 2 weeks after Assemblyman and political leader of the PDP, Watson Duke, called for a meeting with Augustine to reconcile their differences, the Chief Secretary has indicated that he has more pressing matters to attend to.
I am sorry for his his significant loss in Port of Spain. I'm sorry that Trinidad did not love him the way Roxborough loved him. I am noting that he is now preaching the language of humility, given that he has been humbled in Port of Spain, but all the best to him. But at this point, the government of the island has serious business to treat with.
Augustine said he continues to respect Duke as a colleague, but nothing more. Do you have a complaint against a financial institution, or are you in need of business advice? You can now access these services free of charge through the Financial Services Ombudsman. The office was officially opened today on the second floor of the Victor E. Bruce Financial Complex. For further details, let's turn to this report from Candice Jackson.
Tobago now boasts of a dedicated space for residents to seek financial and business advice thanks to the establishment of the Office of the Financial Services Ombudsman. Operating from the Victor E. Bruce Financial Complex, the Financial Services Ombudsman Dominic Stoddard expressed his satisfaction with having a presence in Tobago.
Our service is provided on a first-come, first-served basis, but just remember that the service is free to members of the public. So don't think about what it would cost you. You come to us and you tell us what your issues are.
More than addressing complaints, the Governor of Central Bank, Alvin Hilaire, is looking forward to extending financial education to Tobago through this office.
So financial education is important for people to feel embraced in this new wave. And I'm talking about our relationship with Tobago and OFSO, NFLP, National Financial Literacy, in the modern world.
More importantly, Hilaire pointed out that Tobagonians will now have access to business advice, which he emphasized has been a significant challenge for many people in the country.
Businesses, sometimes small businesses in particular, are not clear on how to do a business plan. They may have excellent ideas, they know how to do things, but it's not translated in the paper, so you can't convince anyone. Dominic and his guys have tremendous experience with that, and they'll be continuing to work with companies, including in Tobago.
Meanwhile, Chief Secretary Fali Augustine praised the Central Bank for working with the THA towards establishing the office in Tobago at a time when the inter-island travel is a concern.
It is actually one of the mandates of the island's government to ensure that we bring a lot more of these services to the Tobago space, which in turn will prevent the need for Tobagonians to journey to Port of Spain.
He hopes that the Ombudsman Office will encourage more government services to consider establishing a branch in Tobago.
Currently, the THA is actually working with several institutions, government institutions that is, existing in Trinidad and in Port of Spain, who are desirous of coming to Tobago. And we are committed, where possible, to providing office spaces so that the people of Tobago will have access in a much more intimate way.
The office begins serving the public on September 27th. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.
Tobago got their chance to contribute to the consultations on the National HIV and AIDS Policy. The consultation was at the Shore Park Cultural Complex, and reporter Tanika Cruikshank brings us this report from the opening ceremony.
The NAC was relaunched in December 2016 with the aim of defining priorities, goals and setting targets, coordinating the national multi-sectoral purpose and providing guidance to the government of Trinidad and Tobago on HIV and AIDS policy. Their objective in visiting the Shore Park Complex was to gather input from stakeholders in Tobago regarding the national HIV/AIDS policy. According to Dr. Ayana Sebro, the technical director of NAC, there is a determination and ambition to eradicate AIDS by 2030.
We want to make sure that we can prevent as many cases of HIV as possible. We want to make sure that we can treat everybody who lives with HIV in Trinidad and Tobago, anybody within our shores, to make sure they can have a successful life and that they have a good quality of life. We want to make sure that we can create the environment to support persons living with HIV.
The Dr. Faith B. Israel, Secretary of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, emphasizes the importance of deep knowledge and thoughtful consideration. Earlier this year, a Don't Fear the Smear campaign aimed to encourage women to participate in a women's health fair, which included a voluntary HIV test as a part of the NAC initiative.
And you would be surprised by the number of people who said, well, yeah, I'm here, let me just do it. And you would be even more surprised by the number of people at that point who recognized their HIV positive status. This may be the first time I'm actually speaking about it.
Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibilities for gender and child affairs, Ayanna Webster Roy, also addressed the participants. She highlighted the primary objective of NAC included envisioning a future without new HIV infections, reducing age-related deaths, and eliminating stigma and bias associated with HIV. She further stressed the importance of implementing a policy that encourages behavioral change to meet the needs of young people and enhance their sense of comfort and motivation.
Even though I knew my status, I wanted to lead by example. I wanted the rest of my team to feel comfortable enough to go and take a little prick and, walk up big and brave and bold and, it's no big deal. And I did it.
Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Sport news after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Tobago Updates Television News. Now to sports. Two long-standing high school rivals faced off in the national intercol competition, but neither Scarborough Secondary School nor Signal Hill Secondary School managed to score more than one goal each. Sports reporter Marcus Daniel provides the details in this report.
National Big Five defending champions at Signal Hill Secondary School and National Intercol reigning champions at Scarborough Secondary School played to an exciting 1-1 draw in the opening match of the 2023 Secondary Schools Football League Tobago Zone. The president of the Secondary Schools Football League, Mary Gonzalez, the second vice president of the SSFL, Sandine Blackman, and the chairman of the Tobago Zone, Kerry Lynch, were all present to greet the teams and witness the doubleheader matchup. After a goalless first half, the game's opening goal was an absolute beauty, courtesy National under-20 player Talia Martin. Entrusted with a free kick from 20 yards out, Martin stepped up and struck a right footer beyond the outstretched Signal Hill custodian. It was a goal truly worth celebrating. However, just 5 minutes later, the girls from the Hill came roaring back and equalized. From a corner, an unmarked Leah Marie Balfour timed her jump perfectly and headed the ball past the Scarborough Secondary.
Bertil Sinclair's coaching academy was defeated by the coaching school as the Tobago FA Cup progressed. Round 16 took place earlier this week at the Dwight York Stadium. For more details, we turn to this report from Marcus Daniel.
In round of 16 of the Tobago Football Association FA Cup last Wednesday, coaching school overcame a 1-goal deficit to win the Sinclair's showdown. At the Shore Park Recreation Ground, Bertil Sinclair's Sports Academy took an early lead when Jeremiah King found the net in the 33rd minute. However, Jabari McMillan ensured that Sinclair's coaching school didn't end the first half empty-handed, scoring from the penalty spot in the 45th minute. After the break, McMillan once again stepped up from the spot, securing the winning goal in the 50th minute. Coaching school is now set to face Sides FC in the second quarterfinals doubleheader at the Dwight York Stadium on Sunday. In other results, Kerry McDonald's brace sealed the victory for Charlottesville Police Youth Club against Bethel United. Charlottesville PYC now awaits the winner of tonight's match between the Roxborough Lakers and Carnby Mount Pleasant. In the clash of the Eastern Giants, Sidis FC secured a late 2-1 victory over Bell Garden Sports Club, where Adams equalized 15 minutes from full time, nullifying Ronaldo Thomas's first half goal. Hakeem Jordan then scored a winning goal with just 5 minutes left in the game. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
More news after the break.
There's a new date for Tobago Swim Fest, September 17th, 2023. Come and witness the main event, the 4-kilometer swim from Pigeon Point to Buku Point. More than $25,000 in prizes. It's a family affair, so come out from 11 a.m. on the beautiful Buku Beach. There'll be swimming races, sandcastle building, and seafood on sale. Come and enjoy a fun day at the beach. Calling swimmers from Crown Point to Charlottesville. Registration on the day.
Thanks for staying with us. From media activism to crisis management, journalism, and public speaking, this young leader has achieved a remarkable amount at a tender age. Now he has once again risen through the ranks with his appointment as the CARICOM Youth Ambassador for Trinidad and Tobago. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank brings you the full details.
Tobago's very own Luke James Trim is the newly appointed CARICOM Youth Ambassador representing the island of Tobago. This program, which was initiated in 1993, serves as a pivotal platform for advancing regional integration and development through advocacy and peer education initiatives, as explained by Youth Ambassador Luke James Trim.
The program is a medium through which young leaders can bring the issues affecting young people to the decision makers on a regional, national, and international scale. The Ambassador Program aims to deepen the level of youth participation and partnerships when it comes to regional integration and national development.
Trim emphasized the importance of regional integration, highlighting that it is bestowed upon the Caribbean as a distinct identity and position of equality in negotiations with more influential nations.
As small island developing states, if we stay divided, we don't really get much meaningful work done. But when integration is achieved, we are given that equal opportunity on an international scale. Collaborating and operating as one regional voice puts us at a better authoritative position where we can negotiate on an equitable basis with larger international countries.
Trim credited his experience with the CYELS for sparking his passion for inter-regional collaboration.
Where I was able to moderate and host during the Caribbean Youth Leaders Summit that took place right here in Tobago. There were so many people from different islands, and when we got together, we had issues, but we were speaking about it individually. But when we came together and operated as one voice, that is when I was able to see the most change, the most results.
Trim emphasized the concept of youth tokenism, underscoring the potential of young people to have a significant impact on their island and nation. However, he noted a challenge he observed, that they often face difficulty in establishing meaningful relationships with more experienced individuals due to various circumstances.
As CARICOM Youth Ambassador, it is my mission now to give young people that platform. I would like to mobilize the youth groups here in Tobago. I would like for young people to really have a say in their governance.
The Youth Ambassador Program serves as a stepping stone for young individuals to engage in diplomacy, akin to the forums observed by the UN. Trim expresses his hope that the backing of the ministry, the private sector, and most importantly, the divisions, he can successfully realize and execute the project he has planned.
Hashtag CARICOM Youth Ambassadors.
Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
The Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Service warns of ongoing high temperatures typically occurring from May to October. Expect hot sunny days and warm nights until September 29, 2023, with a current temperature of 32.5 degrees Celsius. Maximum temperatures, particularly in urban areas, will exceed 34 degrees Celsius, mainly between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Caution is advised, especially for the elderly, sick individuals, and young children, as high temperatures can pose health risks. To stay safe, wear suitable clothes, stay hydrated, and minimize sun exposure to prevent sunburn and heat stroke. At home, ensure proper ventilation by opening windows and doors. Tonight, anticipate generally clear and calm conditions with the possibility of isolated showers. The temperature will drop to 26 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, prepare for hot and sunny weather with a low chance of occasional showers. Overnight, the weather will remain generally fair. Daytime temperatures will reach up to 33 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 36 degrees Celsius, and nighttime temperatures will dip to 26 degrees Celsius. On Sunday, expect generally hot and sunny conditions with a slight chance of isolated showers. Nighttime will be generally fair and warm. Daytime temperatures will be around 33 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 36 degrees Celsius, dropping to 27 degrees Celsius at night. Seas will be slight on both days, with waves reaching up to 1.2 meters in open waters and remaining smooth in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 5:52 a.m. on both Saturday and Sunday, with sunset occurring at 6:02 p.m. on both days. We are at the end of our newscast, but before we go, here are the headlines once more. Chief Secretary stands up for business community in response to Prime Minister's remarks. Minority Leader voices concerns over St. Andrew's Anglican School closure. Financial Services Ombudsman inaugurates office in Tobago, and in sports, Scarborough Sec and Signal Hill Secondary tie-in national intercall competition. I am Kristen Salandi. Have a good night.